Sarah, this is a test for you. This is a proof of concept for this venture, because why not? Hi, my name is Nicholas Johnson. Welcome to the Space Warehouse. At the beginning of last year, the company that I work for saw it fit to put me in charge of a warehouse, which is great. I'm great at it. I have a ton of free time, but then it occurred to me, I like watching YouTube videos. I don't know a whole lot about those people's lives outside of what they're talking about inside their videos. I don't really exactly know how to put one together, but I mean, I have a whole bunch of camera equipment. I have a whole bunch of free time, and I've been given this big, wide open space with nobody around ever to make me feel self-conscious about recording things. So, I mean, shouldn't I give it a crack at doing YouTube stuff? Look at, there's a big camera lens. Here's another big camera lens. Here's a little tiny camera. My big camera's filming. My wife and I travel a ton. My wife and I travel all over the world. We travel like 180 days. Jeez, there's a bug on me. My wife and I travel, I don't know, 180 days out of the year for work all over the US, but then between that, we travel all over the world. And so I feel like I can make interesting stuff for people to watch. And I think that I can include interesting stuff about what it's like to make interesting stuff, and like what it's like to edit it, and what it's like to deal with a whole bunch of 4K footage that you have to chew down into littler footage, and then you run out of hard drive space, and then, but that's okay. Here's the computer I'm using, and here's all the programs that I use to manage everything, right? Also, I mean, I do a lot of projects. I do a lot of repairing stuff, and I do a lot of making stuff. And I mean, initially I went to school for art, so I consider myself an artist as well. At the job that I have to control a bunch of people, but I also have to like creatively solve some problems. That's not that important. You probably won't see a whole lot of my other job. You'll see some of my other job. I also race cars. Just a smash cut to some clip of me racing race cars, which there are very few of. We're a lighting company, so we have big open space. We have lights all over the place. I can set up truss and give myself lights from both sides. Right now I just have one light over here that's shining on my face. Do I have a way to... Oh, I think I just hit the video stop button. Right now I'm capturing with this here D500 that doesn't want to go into focus. There we go. And I just have a little light on a tripod. But, I mean, this room there are literally baskets full of lights. And there's truss set up where I can hang the lights off of. And there's more baskets with more lights. And there's more truss. There's truss for miles, literally miles maybe. I mean, I got an X-Carve. I'll be making projects with that. I feel like I made my own wedding ring. This is a project that should happen. I don't know how to do it. Clearly I'm not super good at public speaking. I don't know. Clearly this flow of consciousness is going to be narrowed down to like a 20-second welcome to the Space Warehouse with like some drone shot that goes over the top of it. And then hopefully if I do it right, I could track the top of the roof and have it say Space Warehouse across that, or the parking lot, or whatever fun story. I'm gonna go get it. When I was making, what do you call it? Establishing shots of this warehouse, I have this Karma drone, or I had this Karma drone until today when I did this orbiting shot and couldn't quick enough react to which button to hit to make it stop orbiting, and hit those trees and went into that swamp. Here is the result of that. So I'm gonna need a new drone. New stuff is fun to have, right? Okay, that's it. Welcome to this thing that I'm gonna do and see how it goes. I'm a little out of breath because I just ran into the front office to grab my drone. So I'll also have 3 offices. I'm gonna have to decide where I want to set up like an editing station there. So I have an office here, but I don't have internet. I have an office that I built in the backyard of my wife's house, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's house. But I also have an office in the garage. Initially set up as like a VR, my first Windows PC, by the way, which is a gaming PC that I sort of bought, but then rebuilt all the components. I guess that's the kind of thing I say, well, I'll make a future video about it. I don't know, maybe I paint a wall a bright color though. I put a bunch of lights on it. Whatever, here we go. So this is short. Goodbye, I guess. I don't know what button to hit. I'm gonna have a Werther's original